Hello! Greetings mga ka-spacers natin out there from Luzon, Visayas and Mindanao. And sa lahat ng ating mga ka-spacers na nakatutok ngayon worldwide and netwide, magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. This is your ka-spacer and space commander, Prof Jun Cajigal, welcoming you to another online telescope viewing. And this time mga ka-spacers, my telescope is pointing at the waxing gibbous moon at 57% illumination. Ngayon po mga ka-spacers na baka magtaka po kayo, sir, bakit mukha namang first quarter yung buwan? Bakit naging waxing gibbous? Ngayon po kung papansinin ninyo, if you will look closely at the terminator, by the way, the terminator is that imaginary line separating the lighted part of the moon from the unlit part, medyo curve na po. Alright, so medyo curve na po, so waxing gibbous na po tayo. Alright, and 57% hindi naman po nagkakalayo yan, so parang first quarter pa rin po, no? Alright, so we are now halfway between new moon and full moon. Ayan po, no? This is the moon phase wherein we are now halfway between new moon and full moon. And by the way po, ang full moon is Monday, May 16, 2022. Alright, waxing po because the moon is appearing to be getting bigger. Ayan po, no, waxing. Alright, as viewed from anywhere on earth, no, itong ating almost, no, or lumampas na po tayo sa first quarter, appears at its highest in the sky at sunset. Almost nasa zenith po siya and sets around the middle of the night. Alright po, so please join me in the next 30 minutes as we observe the waxing gibbous moon at 57% illumination or parang first quarter na rin through to this telescope. Ito po yung telescope na ginamit ko for our lunar imaging tonight. This is a Vixen Voyager reflecting telescope. Reflecting because this telescope uses mirrors to produce the magnified image of the distant object. And Voyager po yung tatak nito, Vixen Voyager. No, parang Star Trek, like ito yung suit ko ngayon. No? This is the uniform of Star Trek Voyager. Ayan po. So siguro alam niyo na po na I'm a Star Trek fan. Alright. And baka magtataka po kayo, bakit first quarter ang tawag? Diba? Mukha namang half moon, no? Mukhang kalahati ng pizza. Alright? Why is it that we don't call it half moon? Instead, we call it first quarter or last quarter, diba po? So ngayon po, first quarter, lumampas na po tayo actually sa first quarter. Bakit hindi natin tinatawag na half moon? Alright? We call it first quarter because the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the earth since the new moon. Ayun po yung explanation kung bakit we call it first quarter and not half moon. Again mga ka-spacers, we call it first quarter because the moon has traveled about a quarter of the way around the earth since the new moon. Alright po, pero ito po kasi lumampas na po tayo sa first quarter. We are now observing the moon as a waxing gibbous. Ayan, at 57% illumination. Alright, waxing gibbous is an intermediate phase of the moon that starts right after the first quarter. Kalalampas lang po natin ng first quarter when the illumination is 50%. Ngayon po, 57% illuminated po yung buwan. The name gibbous comes from the moon shape which is less than a full moon but more extensive than the first quarter. Ayan, so and yung terminator niya medyo curved na rin po. Alright, so we are now magnifying the image of our moon. And ayan kitang-kita po yung mga craters po niyan. So habang minamagnify po natin yung image ng ating buwan, isipin po natin na tayo po ay nakasakay, we are on board the Apollo spacecraft. So habang ginagalaw ko po yung telescope, let's imagine mga ka-spacers, samahan niyo po ko, let's imagine that we are on board the Apollo spacecraft orbiting the moon. And ito po yung phase ng moon na talagang magandang obserbahan kasi makikita po natin talaga yung isang damakmak na craters. Lalong-lalo na po sa Terminator. Kaya if you will notice, yung telescope ko po ay medyo doon ko siya pinopoint sa may Terminator. Kasi marami talaga tayong craters na makikita dyan. And if you will ask me personally, ano yung best phase ng moon na talagang magandang obserban? Ay ito, first quarter. Ayan, ito parang first quarter na rin po. The moon is 57% illuminated. Or yung last quarter, ayan, magandang obserbahan ang buwan po sa mga ganun na phases. First quarter, last quarter. Or pwede na rin po yung waxing crescent. Ayan, yung papunta na sa first quarter. Kasi makikita po natin yung isang damakmak na craters. Unlike pag full moon, ang full moon magandang tignan through the telescope. Kaya lang masyadong maliwanag po yung buwan and hindi natin masyadong ma-appreciate yung ganda ng mga craters ng buwan. Alright, so ito po yung magnified image of the waxing gibbous moon at 57% illumination. Alright, so ayan po no, imaginein po natin na we are in orbit around the moon. And magandang tignan itong mga craters na ito sa Terminator. Ayan, that's the imaginary line separating the lighted part from the unlit part of the moon. Alright, mga ka-spacers. Now, if you're fascinated by what you are seeing right now, just type in your comments or reactions. Ayan. Okay. Ayan po, no? Ako'y tumatahimik lang dahil ako'y namamangha talaga sa mga craters na yan. Alright, the surface of the moon, mga ka-spacers, is scarred by millions. And kung makikita nyo, mostly circular po yung mga impact craters na yan. And these impact craters, mga ka-spacers, they're caused by asteroids, comets, and meteorite bombardments. Alright, ayan po mga ka-spacers. And nakikita nyo na po mga ka-spacers, no? Itong Montes Apenninus Mountain Range. Ayan po, no? That's the Montes Apenninus Mountain Range, mga ka-spacers. Alright. Okay, so isn't that fascinating, no, mga ka-spacers? That's Montes Apenninus Mountain Range. Ayan po. The Montes Apenninus Mountain Range is on the northern part of the moon. Yan, so yung telescope po natin nakatutok sa northern side of the moon. And they are named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy. Ayan po. Alright. And the Apollo 15 mission landed near the Apennine Mountains sa Hadley Rille. And the Apollo 15 mission was the first mission with the lunar roving vehicle or yung lunar rover that could transport 2 astronauts on the lunar surface. The lunar roving vehicle or LRV could carry tools, scientific equipment, communications gear, and lunar samples. Ayan po na yun ang Apollo 15 mission. Alright, so and we can see here dark patches. Those dark patches are lunar plains or Marias. Alright, kasi early sailors, early astronomers, they thought that yung mga dark patches na yan were bodies of water. Alright, so ayan po, no? Yung mga bright areas, those are lunar highlands and the impact craters. Okay, so ayan po yung ating lunar surface. Okay. Yan po yung natatahimik na lang dahil ako po yung namamangha talaga. So ninanamnam ko po na ako po talaga ay nakasakay sa Apollo spacecraft. Ayan, alright. Yun talaga ang gusto ko noon. Nung bata po ako talagang gusto ko maging astronaut. Alright, wala eh. Hindi natuloy yung pangarap. Alright, so that's our magnified image of our waxing gibbous moon na parang first quarter pa rin, no, at 57% illumination. So the moon is still 57% illuminated, no? Yung first quarter 50%. Pero halos first quarter pa rin, no? Alright, and today is May 9, Election Day 2022. Alright, and again, if you will ask me, talagang magandang obserbahan ang ganitong phase ng moon through the telescope kasi makikita po natin yung isang damakmak na craters na yan. Alright, and unlike the Earth, no, the moon has no atmosphere to protect itself from those asteroids, meteorites, comets, or other impacting bodies. Yan, impacting bodies po yung mga asteroids na yan, yung mga comets. Hindi po yun impacto. Yung impacto po iba. Hindi, joke lang po. Alright. And also, ang moon po natin has very little geologic activity like yung mga volcanic eruptions or even weathering kasi wala namang atmosphere po yung buwan. So these craters will remain intact for billions of years. Ayan po, kahit yung mga footprints ng astronauts na naiwan po dyan, they will remain intact for billions of years. Alright? Unless apakan po ng ibang astronaut. Alright? Or tamaan po ng meteorite. Pero pag walang ganun, no, those footprints will remain intact. Unlike po dito sa mundo natin kasi baka magtataka kayo, bakit kung tinamaan po yun ng mga asteroids, sa mga comets, dapat yung mundo natin din, no? Mga natatamaan and dapat makakita rin po tayo ng mga craters. Alright? Meron din po mga craters dito sa Earth. Kaya lang hindi kasing ganun kadami kasi the Earth is covered with in water. May vegetation po tayo, may atmosphere tayo that protects the planet from those impacting bodies. So, hindi ganun ka-extensive po yung observation natin ng mga craters dito sa Earth. Right? Unlike sa moon, kasi sa moon wala talagang atmosphere. So, dire-diretso lang po yung mga impacting bodies na yan. And walang atmosphere, so walang erosion. So, those craters will remain intact. Unlike dito po sa mundo natin. Pero may mga craters din po tayo na ma-observe dito sa Earth like yung meteor crater in Arizona sa US. Alright. Okay, so ayan po, no. Yan ang kasagutan dun sa tanong, why does the moon have so many craters compared to the Earth? Kasi ang mundo po natin may atmosphere. So, mostly yung mga maliliit na meteorites na susulog na dyan, they all burn up in the atmosphere. Alright? And may tubig po tayo. So, pag bumagsak po yung impactor dun sa tubig, alright, edi wala. And may vegetation po tayo, natatakpan ng mga vegetation po. And may erosion po kasi may atmosphere po tayo. Alright, itong vegetation and yung water, they easily disguise those impact craters. So, hindi natin nakikita, no? Alright. Okay, so unlike the moon. Okay po, so in a few minutes, yung mga nakamiss dun sa magnified image ng buwan, ma-magnify po natin siya ulit. Alright. Okay, and again po mga ka-spacers, no, baka magtatanong po kayo, why is it that the moon have so many craters compared to Earth? No, unlike the Earth, the moon has no atmosphere to protect it from impacting bodies. It also has very little geologic activity like volcanoes, or weathering kasi walang atmosphere po yung buwan. So those craters will remain intact for billions of years. And the earth is also covered in water and vegetation which easily disguises impact craters. Alright? So ayan po mga ka-spacers yung kasagutan. Okay, so again in a few minutes we will again magnify the image of our waxing gibbous moon. Okay, so before we continue, shout out po sa mga ka-spacers po natin na nanonood po ngayon. And again, pakiusap lang po mga ka-spacers to please like and share itong ating online telescope viewing. Ikalat po natin ito. So that we could reach more people, no? Lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante, so that they would be inspired to love the sciences, especially astronomy. So ikalat lang po natin mga ka-spacers. Like and share po. Ayan po yung batas. Ang pakiusap ko po sa inyo to please like and share. Ayan po. Tulungan niyo po ako na ikalat ang magandang balita ng astronomy, ng siyensya in general. Alright. Okay, so ayan po no ang ating waxing gibbous moon, and shout out din sa mga officers and crew of the Vedan Society of Young Astronomers headed by Miss Angeline Kilang. Alright, and in a few weeks gagraduate na po siya. Alright, so ayan, sana yung papalit po sa kanya talagang kasing husay ni Miss Angeline Kilang. Alright, and shout out din sa mga volunteers ko from the Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. Shout out kay Miss Angelica Gregorio, kay Miss Andre Caparos, kay Miss Ios, kay Mr. Rafael, and kay Mr. Saito. Ayan. Alright, so nag-volunteer po si Mr. Saito nung aming last public telescope viewing at Robinson. Kenzo, yan ang first name niya, Kenzo Saito. Ayan, so shout out sa iyo. And sa mga parents po niya, very supportive po yung parents ni Mr. Kenzo Saito. Alright, so again here is the magnified image of our waxing gibbous moon at 57% illumination. And ito, I am pointing the telescope near the terminator kasi dito po natin makikita yung isang damakmak na craters. Ayan po, no? Alright, so ito po again yung phase ng moon, no? First quarter, last quarter na talagang magandang tignan ang buwan through the telescope kasi marami tayong makikitang mga craters, and kitang-kita yung rim, yung mga details ng craters, even yung shadow na kinakas niya kasi nasisinagan po siya ng araw, talagang kitang-kita po, no? Unlike pag full moon, no? Ayan po yung kasi pag maraming nakakagusto ng full moon, pero personally gustong-gusto ko yung first quarter, last quarter kasi doon natin makita yung mga maraming craters. Kasi pag full moon po masyadong maliwanag, no? And hindi natin makita yung ganda ng mga craters na yan. Alright? Okay, so ito po yung ating magnified image of the waxing gibbous moon. Yan, makikita nyo may mga overlapping craters pa, no? And these craters were caused by meteorites, asteroid, comet impacts. Alright. And they will remain intact kasi ang buwan po walang atmosphere, walang geologic activity, walang erosion kasi wala namang atmosphere. Alright, and those craters will remain intact for billions of years to come. Ayan. Even yung mga footprints ng Apollo astronauts. Alright, unlike dito po sa mundo natin kasi may atmosphere tayo, may erosion, may vegetation, may tubig, so natatabunan po yung mga craters. Alright, unlike sa buwan. Okay, pero may mga visible craters din po tayo dito sa Earth like yung meteor crater sa Arizona, sa USA. Alright, so ayan po, no? If you're fascinated by what you are seeing right now, just type in your reactions or your comments in our comment section below. And kung meron po kayong mga katanungan about our lunar imaging tonight, just type in your questions in our comment section below. Ayan po, no? And yung mga dark patches na nakikita ninyo, those dark patches are lunar planes. Yan, mga patag po yan ng buwan. And what you are seeing now, ayan po, no, is the Montes Apenninus mountain range. Ayan po, no, this is a rugged mountain range named after the Apennine Mountains in Italy. No? And dyan po naglanding yung Apollo 15. Malapit po dyan sa may Hadley Rille near the Apennine Mountains. And yung Apollo 15 po, sa kaalaman ng lahat, dala-dala, yun yung unang-unang mission na nagdala po ng lunar rover or yung moon buggy. Para ma-extend po yung range ng exploration ng lunar surface ng Apollo 15 astronauts. Alright, so yan po, di ba kayo na-amaze dito sa Apennine Mountains na yan? And mas magandang pagtingnan pa yan pag waxing gibbous at 60 hanggang 70% illuminated yung buwan. Alright, so ayan po mga ka-spacers. Alright, so natatahimik na lang po ko dahil ako ay namamangha. So again, just imagine that you are on board the Apollo spacecraft orbiting the moon. Ayan, yung mga dark patches na yan, those are lunar planes, mga patag po yan. And we call that Marias, Mares. Again, because early sailors, early astronomers, they thought that those dark patches were bodies of water. The word Maria is the Latin word for seas. Yan, dagat po. Kasi akala nila dagat po yung mga dark patches na yan. But again, those dark patches are actually solidified pools of ancient basaltic lava. Alright, so ayan po, no, linalapit ko po ulit sa Terminator. Talagang makikita niyo yung sangdamakmak na craters. Yung mga bright areas po ng buwan, those are lunar highlands and impact craters. Alright, so there you have it mga ka-spacers. That's our magnified image of the waxing gibbous moon at 57% illumination. Today's May 9 and it's election day dito sa Pilipinas mga ka-spacers. So sana nakaboto na po kayo. Alright, and sana po nag-enjoy kayo sa ating online telescope viewing this election day May 9, 2022. Waxing gibbous 57% illuminated po yung buwan. So parang first quarter na rin. Alright? Okay. Kasi ang first quarter po 50% illuminated yung buwan. Ngayon 57%. So konting-konti lang. Parang first quarter po na rin. Alright, so ako'y nagpapasalamat sa mga nanonood po ngayon and sana wag po kayo magsawang manood sa aking mga online telescope viewings. Alright, and shout out again po sa mga volunteers ko from the Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. Alright, and ito po yung telescope na ginamit ko for our lunar imaging. So this is a Vixen Voyager reflecting telescope. Parang ito yung suit ko. Ayan. Ito yung uniform ng Star Trek Voyager. Ayan po. Okay. This reflecting telescope uses mirrors to produce the magnified image of the distant object. Alright. So, ayan po. Marami pong salamat po sa mga nanonood po ngayon. And again po, tulungan niyo po ako na ikalat itong ating online telescope viewing so that we could reach more people, lalong-lalo na po yung mga estudyante para naman ma-inspire sila to love the sciences. Alright po, so hanggang dito na lang po tayo and antabayanan nyo po yung updates po for our next public telescope viewing. I'm not yet sure kung sa Robinsons po namin gagawin or some other mall, pero just check out our Facebook page for our free public telescope viewing of the full moon or almost full moon tong weekend na ito. Actually kasi ang full moon sa Monday, no, May 16. So siguro gagawin namin yung aming public telescope viewing siguro mga May 13 and 14. Alright, so antabayan niyo po yung aming mga updates sa aming Facebook page, The Sky Watcher Society of Las Piñas. And also check out po yung mga episodes po namin ng Cosmo Quest. Last Saturday we featured yung how life on Earth started. And this coming Saturday, May 14, yan, we will be having the next episode dun sa aming astrobiology series, The Properties of Water. Ayan po, and what makes water so unique that it can support life on Earth. Yan po yung ating pag-uusapan sa next episode ng Cosmo Quest. Ayan, so antabayanan nyo po yan this coming Saturday, May 14. Alright. So, ang aming topic is the properties of water. What makes water so unique that it can support life? Alright. So, siguro hanggang dito na lang po tayo mga ka-spacer. So, again, maraming salamat for watching. And again, please like and share. Alright. So, in behalf of BSYA and the Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas, this is your ka-spacer and Space Commander, Professor Jun Cajigal, saying, live long and prosper. Alright, so maraming salamat. Always stay safe and always keep your space. Alright po, bye-bye po. See you on our next online telescope viewing. Please visit our Facebook page, Skywatcher Society of Las Piñas. Visit our Facebook page, the Belan Society of Young Astronomers. And also my Facebook page, The Science Guy Ka-Spacers channel on Facebook. And on YouTube mga Ka-Spacers, The Science Guy Professor Jun Cajigal. Please like and share yung aking YouTube channel. Alright, goodbye!